Good morning. It's that day. The Pokemon Direct came down today. This is probably my second time watching this. I kind of half watched it when it went live, and I was dealing with my 3-year-old and my infant, who had a kind of some fun in the bathtub this morning. That's for another story. So this is my first real watch of this, and it's the kind of thing I don't want to watch twice, maybe 3 times, and actually pick up all the small little things that are actually happening in the video. So we're going to go through the Pokemon Direct for today. Going to leave you my commentary and then probably leave a little bit of... We might stop throughout and I'll give you a bit more of my thoughts on the very end. We were hoping for Pokemon Stars today. It's not happening. And actually last night I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I've got a real hankering for Virtual Console. Wouldn't it be pretty darn cool to get a Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console? That statement's technically true, but we'll get into that. Let's start this up here right now, and we'll see what we're getting.
皆さんこんばんは。
Hello everyone, I'm
Hello.
Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Hi, Ishimara.
Today, I'll be
love
delivering
this
the latest
Pikachu.
news
Look at
about
that guy.
Pokemon from our offices. As many
Great
of you
start.
know, Nintendo launched its new
Great start. Let's
system,
talk about the Nintendo Switch.
on March 3rd.
You would have thought this meant good things, right?
You may even be playing some games on your own Nintendo Switch already.
Got on my coffee in the morning, right?
その任天堂スイッチ
And now, finally,
Finally!
we are excited to announce a Pokemon
Finally!
game for the system.
記念すべき任
Our
Which
first
got me
title
excited.
on Nintendo Switch will be the Pokemon fighting game, Pokken Tournament Deluxe.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause right there. And great news, but we knew this already. There was a leak a little while ago where a supplier or someone had mentioned that the fight stick, I think the fight stick coming from Hori, was going to be compatible with Street Fighter and Pokken Tournament, which no one knew was announced at the time. So he kind of accidentally spilt the beans, and normally that kind of comment wouldn't have much weight, but just the way it was worded, the way it was said, it was like, oh crap, I shouldn't have said that. So we knew this was happening, which is exciting. Now let's find some more details about it.
映像を用意
We've prepared a special trailer to showcase the game. Please take a look.
I want that wrestling Pikachu stuffy. Just saying. I've come here to visit my big brother, who works overseas. In my bag are presents for my nephews. When I see my big brother, it'll be time for a Pokemon battle just like in the old days.
ポケモンバトルだ
With Pokken Tournament! This looks cool. I think I played this on the Wii U, the demo. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I ended up spending money on it, but I also didn't have anyone to play with. I hate it when my bus breaks down and some random kid starts snooping over my shoulder. Yes, I'll totally share my Switch with some random kid snooping over my shoulder. I will say this, though. This is the kind of game that works for this. I don't know how much fun I would have using a Joy-Con to do a fighting game like this, but I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? Because in this situation, it worked good. If you're at home playing, like, seriously, you'd be using your Pro Controller, right? Beautiful scenery here. This guy's a fan of Pokemon. So he plays with the cute girl, and he beats her. He's not very nice. I like this part here. He's like, hey, look, another dude playing. Let's do this. You and me? Want a match? So I like this. This is cool. So you're going to play tabletop mode, 2-player. You can play 2-player with 2 different switches with handheld mode. And I assume you're going to be able to throw it in your dock. She kicked his butt. Dusai, or whatever his name is, the final evolution of the green starter, the grass starter from Sun and Moon. And I think that black guy is new too. The ghost-looking thing. I love the Mega Evolutions of Charizard. I don't know why there's 2 of them. Really? The black one's the only cool one. But who am I to say, right? I like this music too. Beautiful. I want a drone to shoot kind of things like that. Wouldn't that be fun?
じゃん
Brother! I'm an only child. I don't know what it's like to Do you do that to your brother or sister? Sister! Hey guys, I got you Pokemon gifts. They're off. That's probably what they got in their gifts, right? It's on, brother. We're gonna have an adult Pokemon battle. When two sets of eyes meet, it's time for a Pokemon duel. I think that's what it said. September 22nd. So that's pretty cool. What do they open? Oh, he got them a copy of Sun and Moon. No big deal. That's cool. We just looked up that Pokemon skirt. But this doesn't look familiar. I haven't finished Sun and Moon. But those look like funny masks. November. And if you looked in the corner there,
I hope you enjoyed that.
Nintendo DS.
Pokken Tournament Deluxe takes
Nintendo
full
DS.
advantage of the variety of gameplay modes made possible by Nintendo
Let's
Switch.
talk about Pokken Tournament.
You can, of course, connect your console to a TV to enjoy dynamic Pokemon battles on a larger screen.
Which is
Or if you
perfect.
want, you can play in tabletop mode, share one of your Joy-Con with another player,
Which
and
I
dive
think works.
into a match anytime, anywhere.
Because
In
you
the
know,
Wii
you
U
don't need to
version
see
of
every
Pokken
little
Tournament,
detail.
Players could choose from 16 playable Pokemon.
Okay.
In addition to those,
Dark
the
Mewtwo?
Nintendo Switch version will include Darkrai,
Okay, so Darkrai.
Scizor,
I always called him Skizzer. I don't know why.
Empoleon,
I thought we had
and
seen
Krogan,
photos of these last
as
two
well
here.
as Decidueye from Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon.
that one's
for
new.
a total of 5 new
Clearly.
playable Pokemon. On top of
I
that,
thought some
you
of
can
those guys
enjoy
were
3
DLC
versus
characters
3
for the
team
Wii U
battles,
version.
as well as online ranked
I don't know.
matches and friend-only group matches. We're really
Cool.
giving it the deluxe treatment.
Deluxe treatment. AKA it's a
Pokken
port.
Tournament Deluxe will launch on September 22nd.
So let's talk about that real quick. It's a port. It's a port. And I'm starting to feel differently about ports. There's a lot of people. I mean, I'm one of the people. I've only owned Nintendo consoles. I had a PlayStation for a little bit, and I sold it off to my brother-in-law. Who wasn't my brother-in-law at the time. Not a lot of people, I guess, owned Wii U's. So a lot of these games make a lot of sense coming out for the Switch. But for people like me, who already passed this game up once, I don't know, man.
Starting on June 13th in LA at this year's E3,
Next
one of
week.
the world's largest gaming conventions, we will have a playable demo for you to enjoy at the show. We're also planning on including this title on Nintendo Treehouse Live. In addition, the game will be featured in its own full-on invitational tournament at E3.
So the game's
as an
done?
on-stage event, which we're live streaming
Why
right
are
from
we
the show
waiting
floor.
so long to play
please
it?
Look forward to it.
Why?
As for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon, which we announced in that new trailer just a
Which
few
are
moments
just
ago,
black and
I
white
would
too.
like to pass it on to someone who can tell you
Like
more about it.
Why? Not X.
皆さん
Hello, everyone.
I want
I'm
that
Masuda
century.
from Game Freak. I'd like to introduce you to the
And the
latest
Rockruff.
installments of
The
the
Rockruff I
Pokemon
want.
series for the Nintendo 3DS family of
Just
systems,
saying. I
Pokemon
want the
Ultra
Rockruff.
Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon.
These games offer an alternate story taking place in the world of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, featuring Pokemon that didn't appear in the original versions. New
And that's
features
why we
will
were
allow
hoping.
you to enjoy your
See, I don't think
adventure
they mean
even
those.
more,
I think there was
making this
Pokemon
truly
that didn't
an
show up in
Ultra title.
We just looked up the Pokemon
Pokemon
skirt.
Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon will see a simultaneous global release
Yeah,
on
better,
the Nintendo
but-
3DS family of systems.
Why are we doing
November
a second
17th.
version? Was the
Please
story
stay
that
tuned
good? I
for
haven't
more
finished it. I don't
information.
know. Now this is probably a cool part. Game Boy Color. So what?
I
Gold,
have
silver,
one more
right?
announcement for you.
I got pretty
This
excited
fall,
at this point.
we'll release Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver
Yes!
version for the Virtual Console
Yes!
service on Nintendo 3DS.
No! No!
Pokemon
No!
Gold version and Pokemon Silver version were originally released in 1999 as the second
Why
installment
not
in the
on the
Pokemon
Switch?
series. With these Virtual Console
Why can't you do a
releases,
Virtual
we've
Console game on the
recaptured all
Switch?
the fun of those original Game Boy Color games, and both will become compatible with the Pokemon Bank
Will become.
application. We hope you look
Now
forward
that says
to
be-
reliving
will
the excitement
be,
all over
Which
again.
is it, guys?
The games will launch on the same day as Pokken Tournament Deluxe,
Well, that's
September
good.
22nd.
Thank you,
松田さ
Mr.
んありがとうご
Masuda.
ざいました
will be hard at work on Pokken Tournament Deluxe for Nintendo Switch.
But it sounds like it's done
Pokemon
already.
Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon for Nintendo 3DS, and Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version for the
I
Nintendo
loved those
3DS
games. I played them in the
Virtual
original
Console
state.
service for all of you Pokemon fans.
Wait, what did he say?
That's it for today.
Let's check the wording of that there.
Service for Silver version for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console
Oh,
service
he did say
for all of you
3DS.
Pokemon fans.
I'm hoping
That's it for
3DS
today.
and Wii U Virtual Console games come over to the Switch next week during the E3. So let me go on my small rant here real quick. I feel like this sucks for Pokemon in a couple ways. I don't know. I haven't followed the series enough through the years to see if Black 2 and Black and White 2 were successful. So I really don't know. I feel like an Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, without more details than just seeing the two. Sorry, I had a thought. Seeing the two legendary at the end of the game with like funny masks on. Okay. Cool. I see now. I think I just realized why it's called Ultra, because you're going after the Ultra Beasts in the game. Not that I've gotten one. I haven't got that far. I know the game Pokemon lived on the mobiles. Totally lived on the mobiles. It started on Game Boy, went to Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, DS, 3DS. But the Switch is a new line of mobiles. So I understand Nintendo has said they're not abandoning the 3DS. So putting this last game or putting this game on the 3DS makes sense. I get it. They don't want to abandon those people that put out the money. And they've just announced the new 2DS. I am looking forward to Hey Pikmin. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a great use of the touchscreen. But Pokemon started in a world without touchscreens. Why can't it go back to a similar play style? This morning I was thinking about this beforehand, and there's a lot of things like the Poke Island where you get the beans and stuff in Sun and Moon that wouldn't work really well without a touchscreen. And yeah, the Switch has a touchscreen, but you have to design the game to work when in handheld mode and docked mode, where I think something like ARMS kind of did that in the other way around, where the idea is to be punching, but when you go mobile, it doesn't really work unless you're someone who doesn't want to play play motion controls, which I feel like a lot of people don't care for, so they had to throw that in, and that's how they justified the mobility. But ARMS would have been a better, I hate to say it, Wii or Wii U title. Throw two, Wii Motion Plus controllers in your hands, and what's the difference, really? Pokemon, how hard would it be to go back to a single screen? It wouldn't. The games worked on a single screen before. I'm going to stop complaining about that because I was really looking forward to something like Pokemon Stars. And who's to say it's not going to happen? It could still happen. But it feels like we're going to have to wait till rather the next generation or maybe a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake to be on the Switch, which I'm okay with. I think the part that I'm really, really upset about is that Gold and Silver are 3DS titles. And this is my reason why. How hard would it be to put those on the Switch? What reason does Nintendo have, or Pokemon Company, Game Freak, have for not putting that on the Switch? Now you'd say you want compatibility with the other games. Well, if you look at the Virtual Console, I own Yellow. I love that game. That played the crap out of that as a kid. And so I bought it mostly out of nostalgia for Sun and Moon coming out. And really haven't touched it much because, I played the game and I'm not paying for Pokemon Bank right now. And from what I've learned, that some of the glitches you can take advantage of, those Pokemon don't get transferred over. So, yeah, whatever. But if you look at it, what does Red, Blue, and Yellow have that makes it so special on the 3DS? Yeah, I think you can trade between the three of them within the Virtual Console. But why couldn't they do that on the Switch? There's really no reason why Gold and Silver couldn't trade between the Switch. To bring those Pokemon into the current generation of games, Sun and Moon, they've added it in January where those Pokemon are now available through Pokebank. And they've said Gold and Silver will be available to Pokebank. So the Pokemon I raise in that game will be transferable, shinies and all, over to Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. I'll be able to bring them with me for generations to come, which is amazing and fantastic. But why is that a 3DS exclusive thing? As I speak to you right now, all I can think of is Gold and Silver. They did have some slight backwards compatibility with Red, Yellow, and Blue, where you could transfer an original gen Pokemon back to that game, and you could take your Mewtwo from that game over into the new one. That would be broken with the Pokemon being on Switch. But with that said, at the same time, okay, I think I found out the reason why, and I think it's a pretty weak reason why. Pokebank, the only way you can actually get Pokemon off of it's a one-way transfer. You can transfer them off of your Virtual Console game onto Pokebank, from my understanding. I could be wrong, correct? Leave me a comment. Tell me if I'm wrong. But so it's a one-way transfer, and they still want the two-way transfer with the Virtual Console game. Okay, I get that. But with Monster Hunter, the one that was just announced, where you're going to be able to play it on the Switch and the 3DS, you're not going to be able to do local, but you're going to be able to play with each other online, which was so cool and got so many people's hopes up for this. Couldn't they retrofit Red, Yellow, and Blue to do online transfer, and then Gold and Silver to do the same thing? Aren't they adding online stuff to Super Mario Brothers 3, Dr. Mario, and Balloon Fight? I guess just to wrap up this video, because I've been kind of going on a long monologue here, my real big hope here then, because I haven't lost hope, is that next week at E3, we are going to get more details on the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console. And with that, maybe we will actually be getting Gold and Silver on the Switch, because I would play the crap out of that on my Switch. Just a game to have no good reason and play. Come on. That would be perfect. I own a 3DS. I love my 3DS, but I want, and this is the other side of the coin. I'm going to throw this in here too. I want to see things like Netflix and YouTube and a couple other things. I've seen people say they want Crunchyroll. I want some of those apps also available on the Switch, announced next week, because as much as I love my iPad, I use my iPad as a creation device, as a work tool. If I could make my Switch the ultimate media consumption device, I'd be leaving my iPad at home a lot more, because it then became a work device. And I would love, the Switch fits in my back pocket. I loved my iPad mini because I could just pop it in my back pocket when I wanted to. That was the other app. I want Kindle. I want a Kindle app on my Switch. I want to be able to read books on my Switch. How cool would that be? It's the perfect size. Like, look at this. Look at this. Pop these off. And this is the perfect book. This is the perfect book size to read. Lie in bed and read this. It's not heavy, too heavy. I guess at the end of the video, I'm just going to say this. My hopes. I'm excited. Pokken Tournament sounds like fun. Totally perfect for the Switch. Makes a lot of sense. But it's another port. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I'd have to get really excited for Sun and Moon again. I'm trying to finish that game. I'm probably going to. But Gold and Silver is the part that makes me disappointed. I loved those games. But I'm an adult now. And unless they're trying to target kids who haven't played the games, I think it was a misstep not putting it on the Switch. What are your thoughts? Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully it's helped you in some way. Helped you game smarter. And if you liked it, please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribers really help the channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get to 100 followers right now, because we're still a small channel. And then we're also trying to work up our way to about 10,000 views. So if you've liked this video, please, please, please share it with your friends. And we'll see you in the next video. Game smarter.